My name is Earl Moore. I started intellectual prep because I have the belief that the solution for my people, African American people, people of African descent, is in the message, the concept of the oneness of mankind. And I thought the intellectual preparation program would give me the best tools with which to understand my current environment and the best develop my capacity for generating or expressing ideas about how we, as people of African descent, maximize our potential and our abilities. So I spent some time taking the intellectual prep at least twice, and I feel that I have almost accomplished my goals. Once I have formulated the message that I want to present, I feel my best bet is to present this information, this message, this concept to my family. Because I feel it's very important that we as a people develop strong, intelligent, and active families. I think this is the challenge for all groups on the planet today, and especially people of African descent. And I feel like once we develop our families through the strong capacity that they have, given our history of accomplishments, given our capacity for achieving great things, then we will start moving towards a global unity of people of African descent, recognizing that this will be our means for dealing with the oppression that many people in the global South, many people of color are receiving, that oppression around the world. And once we start working together in a concept of unity, of pooling our resources, bringing about our abilities for our own self-development and growth and economic viability, then we will be setting a format which other people will look at and say, okay, this works. This concept of unity, of coming together, of working together, it works, because look how that group has dealt with the oppression that has been placed upon them for centuries. And so as we grow with this idea and concept of world unity and oneness, other people will join in because they will see it working. I think African Americans or people of African descent should be involved in this. I think we have the most to gain. Therefore, we are more highly motivated to move in that direction. So that is my basic concept. And my studying intellectual preparation has given me a good understanding of ideas, of scientific method, of execute this concept of oneness, executed by utilizing the virtues that most manifestations, most teachers, most of our spiritual leaders have given us, putting those into practice, all moving toward helping each other become the best people that we can be. Then we will start affecting a new outlook, a new way of seeing, a new way of being about how we operate in this world, how we affect a more positive outcome for those people involved and for those people observing, hence for all mankind. My concept that the African Americans dealing with the African people of African descent around the world, dealing with therefore involving all people of color, therefore drawing in all people, period. If we go from that uh, that way of operating, we will eventually have the whole world on board for this concept of oneness, of helping each other, of utilizing our resources for the enhancement, both material, spiritual, economically, and community-wise for all mankind. So this is my belief. And like I said before, like I started out, I believe it starts fundamentally with how we raise our families, how we engender in them a sense of self-worth, a sense of self-pride, a sense of appreciation of who they are in the way that God has created them, and then giving them the capacity to take that sense of self, that positive sense of self, and utilize our gifts and capacities to help others also grow and develop, is the key, is the key to world unity, just starting from the family to the community, to our so-called nations, to our global communities. And intellectual prep has given me and is giving me tools and capacities to move forward in achieving this. Before I had intellectual prep, could not formulate my ideas or my concept to my family. Hopefully, through intellectual prep, I will be able to develop a thesis, write it out, and hand this down and pass it around all my family so that they will have a blueprint they can take or lead on how to move forward for generation after generation.